This week in NBA 2K25. Celebrate Easter Sunday with double rep for wearing Easter clothing. Hopping to the rim has never been more fun.
In the theater, take on double or nothing 3v3 action, 2v2 games to 15, and no squads matchups.
That Tough Buckets 1v1 format lives up to the name with lots of challenging rules. Miss a shot, and it's a turnover. Winners out, a max of 3 dribbles per possession. You have to be good to win here. Try it out.
Plus.
Coming up next, from Golden One Center in California's Capitals. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Jokic is out there with P. Then there's Shepard, and it's Primo in at the 2 spot. And for Sacramento, Trey Mann is out there with Ivy. Then there's Frazier. Then there's Daniel Gafford, and it's Towns in at the 4. RJ, for the few teams already suffering big-time injuries, how do they keep up their spirits? How do they keep going?
I feel like the term next man up is overused, but what it comes down to is you need to have faith in the guys you have available.
Man, it's hauled in by the Nuggets, fresh from a win against Portland.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Inside, here's Towns, nails the baby hook.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Pass to Primo. Here's P. And the pass to Jokic. Off target at the rim. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Gafford. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our player of the week, P.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Doesn't get it to drop for him. Towns with the defensive effort. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Mike Brown for a little bit. Now, I asked him if he has any plan for dealing with the multi-time MVP, Nikola Jokic. He said it's all about balance. If you defend Jokic too aggressively, he'll just kick it out to other guys too softly, and he'll kill you inside. So balance is the key. Sounds like a tough balancing act to pull off, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Ivy. Sacramento again missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Ball's knocked loose. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And here are the Kings now. Kings have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Knocked loose. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. He lobs it up.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. You know, the movie you see from this Sacramento offense, Richard, very difficult to slow down.
They know how to utilize a big at the elbow extremely well. A lot of staggered screens leading to a split action. The team attacks in so many ways in a single possession.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Launches it. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
Pass to Pete. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by Frazier.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Man. Gafford against Jokic. Gafford kicks to Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
It doesn't take much room. Ivy saw some daylight and just took off.
There's the pass to Pete. Here's Primo. Banked in off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Frazier. And it's Denver with the rebound. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Primo, the pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from 14. Jokic on the foul.
Oh, you got to put a body on Jokic or he'll torch you on the offensive glass.
Ivy passes to Man. Back to Ivy. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Jokic. He controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Frazier outside. The shot. He grabs the miss. The Nuggets leading by 9. Here's Shepard. Nothing on the board. Here's P. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
All the officials are all over that one.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness. Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
To the inside. To end the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Here's P. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Kings trail by 11. Man with it. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Izzo, the pass to Pete. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And that one is stuffed right through.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Tipped away, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Now we'll look at the stat for him. Now, Man. No scoring in this one. 4 on the clock. It's stolen by Shepard. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Pass to Izzo. It's stolen by Frazier. And here's Ivy. Back to Frazier. Passes it to Towns. Man in the corner. Here's Gafford. The shot, no good. Good defense by Jokic.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Bucket is good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Looking at some numbers for P, unbelievable play for him over the last month. First in scoring, first in rebounding, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. They grab their own miss. The Nuggets leading by 15. Shepard the pass to Pete. Shepard with the ball. Robinson on him. P. Some solid defense from Robinson.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And the shot goes down.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Parks. Dishes to Ivy. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Ivy's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice work from the mid-range. Ivy knows how to keep balance offensively.
Murray with the bounce pass. Here's Barber. Scoreless thus far. Puts it up. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Murray against Ivy. The pass to Roddy. Back to Ivy. Pass to Parks. Taylor with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
Snatched up. Fades back. And that's off the glass and in. And that's 17 points for P.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Passes it to Ivy. Rejected by Taylor.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Shepard the pass to Pete. Pass to Shepard. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Roddy.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here's Ivy. His last outing with 20 points. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter.
23.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Man passes to Roddy. Can they get it? Second chance shot. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Newman's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Juan's checked in for the Nuggets.
Number 23.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And there's the pass to Roddy. And they call an illegal screen.
Illegal screen.
Now we take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see who the best rebounders in the NBA have been over the last 10 games. And you look at P, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The Nuggets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
And that one misses. And the Kings making a change here. Paul's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Man with it. Still scoreless. Pass to Newman. Here's Roddy. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. To the middle. Here's Ivy. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
On the wing, Murray. Taylor taking his time here. To the right side. And so it's Denver cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action. And well, deciding to change it up. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Shepard. He out there with Jokic. And it's Pickett in at the shooting guard. Ivy finds Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And that's nice execution out of that two-man game as Ivy there dropping the dime.
Shepard the pass to P. Passes to Jokic. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his fifth make on 9 shots from the floor.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Here's Frazier. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hi, Kevin. Well, P in the last game against the Trailblazers was all business.
Number 23.
He picked up 67 points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
The shot by Ivy, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
He no good. And it's Frazier with the ball for Sacramento. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ivy. Denver grabs the miss. P's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Murray, no good. Sacramento's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Body the pass to Gafford. Pass to Roddy. Takes the 3. P grabs the miss. P's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Murray, no good. And for Sacramento, they're shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Here's Parks. Over to the wing. Frazier the pass to Parks. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Barber up again. It's good on the putback.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The Kings shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. To end the drought. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Nuggets shooting with 42% accuracy in the second quarter. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Roddy. P grabs the miss. P's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Shepard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
The Nuggets have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And he knocks down the first one.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Flagler's checked in, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Jaden Ivey. Here's Flagler. He's covered by Murray. And there's the drive. Flagler gets the bucket. The Nuggets shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. The pass to P. Now Jokic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Jokic has got 10 points in the quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to VanVleet. And VanVleet, not the same scorer he once was, Richard, but he has improved his playmaking.
And that's the adjustment that VanVleet needed to make. The scoring doesn't always have to be there for him. But if he can set up, facilitate, and be a game manager, he'll find a large role.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Shepard, that's good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
1:35 left in the second quarter. And here's VanVleet from the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Jokic inside. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Now here's VanVleet. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Kings. And Denver also making a switch. Bouye is checked in. The Nuggets with another miss. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Uses both hands to slam it down.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Now Van Vliet. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Mitchell Robinson.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You got to blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from P in this one.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
Ivy is out there with Trey Mann. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Frazier. And it's Towns in at the power forward position. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half. Frazier kicks to Ivy. 4 on the shot clock. Launches from deep. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets.
Sacramento foul.
The Nuggets have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8. First one falls for him.
At the line for the Nuggets.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And for Sacramento, they're shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Frazier right side. Mann in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball. Mann's got 8 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Shepard out to the right wing. Primo, plenty of room to knock down the shot.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And it's the Kings with the ball. Towns, the pass to Frazier. Back to Towns. And the foul on P. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Gafford. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Knocks it loose.
Good anticipation defensively. See the pass coming and manages to snatch it. Run it.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's P. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3 points.
P's got 29 in the game.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Ivy passes to Gafford. Towns looking around. That shot is off. Good defense by Jokic.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The Kings have raised their standards, but they're not satisfied. As Mike Brown says, good is the enemy of the great. We've got to win the day every single day. Be okay with honest communication. with stress that it takes to be just a little bit better, and with being uncomfortable if it helps us prepare for a deep playoff run. Kevin?
That's every team's goal. DA, thank you. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Ivy on the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal
And
foul.
defenses can't be too physical with Ivy because he's just so good at attracting the whistle.
Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely not. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games, I think that the teams today can play 82 games.
For Denver, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8.
Foul. Newman. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Passes it to Pete. Down low. Lays it up off the glass. P's got 31 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Man passes to Newman. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ivy, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Second personal foul.
And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. The Nuggets in second. 5th best, the Kings.
Ivy.
And we're getting to watch 2 of the NBA's great defensive teams. I mean, very difficult to score as they both contest every shot.
And that one falls for Ivy.
The first thing people mention about Ivy is that explosiveness. The first step allows him to get downhill and really makes him effective in those ISO situations.
Sacramento making a switch here. Porter's checked in, and Denver also making a switch. Vaughn's checked in for Shepard.
Number 23
He with the bucket.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
To the wing right side. Here's Paul. Rebound by the Nuggets. P's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Here's Primo. He's got 8. P with the bucket.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
It's tipped. Here's Primo. Ivy defending. Here's P. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Kings. On Wednesday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Vaughn, the pass to Pete. Outside, Taylor. Here's Primo. Ivy defending. Puts it up from 15. It's hauled in by the Kings. Frazier's got 4 rebounds in this game. He dishes it to Paul. That one good for 2. Paul's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Vaughn kicks to Taylor. Here's Primo. 8 points for him. Basket good.
23.
P's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Primo.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Ivy passes to Porter. Frazier outside. Kicks it out to Paul. Here's Ivy. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Vaughn, the pass to Pete.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Frazier. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 15 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game.
Denver making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Outside, Porter. Here's Flagler. He's covered by Murray. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Team foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Barber's checked in for the Nuggets. The three. And down it goes. Three-pointer falls in from P. P's got 40 points.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Pass to Roddy. Not going to go that time. Nice D from P. Denver's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. He's got 42 in the game.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Kings have been shooting right around 75% of the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Porter. And that one, good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
VanVleet outside. The pass to Roddy. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Back to Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. P passes to Barber. To the paint. Here's P. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. P's got 44.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
VanVleet passes to Roddy. Fires the three. They get it back. Here's Flagler. He's got 6. The second chance effort. He grabs the miss. Smooth sailing for Denver. Pass to Barber. Here's Vaughn. Down low. And that one is hammered home.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Passes it to Roddy.
2 minutes
VanVleet, here we go.
2 minutes.
Lets it go from deep. Another shot. The shot by Newman, no good. Denver's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Pass to Barber. Robinson against Taylor. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Roddy the pass to Newman. And it goes down 2 points. Newman's got his first basket of the night.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Now the pass to P. Right side, Taylor.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
Not the best statistic for him.
Substituting on the court.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. To the middle. And it's blocked. So out there for the Nuggets right now. They've got Vaughn. Be out there with Taylor. And it's Bouye in at the 1. Here's Roddy. Taylor with the rebound. Taylor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Bouye. It's hauled in by Frazier. Frazier's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generations to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
Free throw good, Frazier. Here's Vaughn. To the inside. Here's P. It's hauled in by Newman.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Frazier gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Has to be. And again, Denver no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
And Frazier drops them both. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Vaughn, guarded by Porter.
You expect some fumbles with the ball, and overall, I think they've done a good job limiting those slip-ups.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And here's Frazier. He grabs the miss. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Here's Vaughn. Yep, that one goes.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Ivy dishes to Frazier. 6 to shoot. Fader on the way. Shot clock reset for Sacramento. Here's Newman. It's good.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Passes to P. Poked loose. Ivy with it. Pass to Frazier. Paul outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Porter. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Outside, Taylor. Here's P. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Paul's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Ivy. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here's Champagny. Here's P. The layup off target.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And he gets it to go.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And there's the pass to Vaughn. Denver passing it around. Inside, here's P. Sacramento grabs the miss. Newman's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Sacramento. They're on an 11-2 run. Frazier outside. No good with the elbow jumper. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. To the inside, here's P. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. P's got 48.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Nuggets foul.
3-man. Down low. And Paul slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate. These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Here's Roddy. Pass to Paul. This one for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Here's Jokic. Tries again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Probably as great a feel for the game as anyone. Jokic.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge.